Whoa! Welcome back to Chris and
Bhecca.
CMRE. Guys, just out here in Niagara Falls, enjoying the beautiful sunshine and
That's right.
the cold weather that's outside. Today, I want to talk to you guys about interracial couples,
Mm.
more just the Filipina and the black man. Love to all my black man,
Well,
Filipinas,
basically, we're
Pinos,
just gonna, we decided to
Pinay,
talk about
Pinoy.
how we met and stuff, how we started. So
Yeah.
we're kind of like, want you guys know how we, met, right?
Yeah.
So talking our love journey, I guess, right, love? Do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
still remember like 7 years ago, 8 years ago?
Do you remember? Yeah, I remember. I remember coming into McDonald's in Stouffville with jogging pants on, looking for fries with no salt and junior chicken. And it's funny how that happened. So, see, Rebecca here knows, well, has seen my good friend, my buddy Andre, which is known for 10, 12 years. And it was a random day. Was it what, 11 o'clock? Or I don't
I would
remember,
say like
like eight,
nine
maybe 8,
or
9 o'clock,
10.
10
Yeah.
o'clock at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Walks in McDonald's, young, fresh, waving everything. No, I'm boosting there actually. But walked in there and I saw this beautiful young woman there standing. I had no intention on basically trying to get her number at all. I really just wanted my junior chicken with fries, no salt. To tell you the truth, that's all I really wanted. But she appeared up in the picture, and it's funny when I after I asked for my meal, someone told me just to say, you know what, shoot my shot. Literally, let's shoot my shot. See if this woman is either single or whatever the case is, and ask her for her number. And I'll let her tell you the rest of the story.
Well, let me rephrase that, right? Okay, so basically, as you guys know, I'm an immigrant here, whatever the case is, right? Came from the Philippines, stuff like that. So, my first job after getting my open work permit is working at McDonald's. So, at that time, I was working like overnight manager at McDonald's. So, that night, this gentleman, I think someone took order, right? And apparently, they made a mistake. So he actually asked for French fries, no salt, right? But they gave fries with salt. So he came to me and he said like, "Oh, this is actually not one. I'm actually asking for a no salt." I'm like, "Of course, as a manager, I'm like, oh, so sorry about that, sir. You know, mistake." And then, don't worry, I'm gonna, I'm gonna replace that with fries with no salt. So right there, he started making a conversation. How's my day? How's my overnight doing overnight shifts, stuff like that, right? So I'm like, okay, okay. So that night I just started my shift because I'm overnight, right? So he made me feel so easy to have a little conversations with him and stuff like that. Okay, okay. He's a good talker. He's a good talker, guys. Like, it's kind of like his voice is very calm, very respectful. And it's kind of like, okay, it's actually the first, and I'm like, it's actually the first time talking to a black man, right? So I'm like, okay, so I never thought that that night with the little conversations while he's waiting for his fries, right? So it kind of like opened up a little bit what job he's doing and stuff like that. And then after the fries, I said, "Here you go, the fries." Whatever the case is, and he go back to their table with his friend, and I didn't know that he was gonna approach to me, and he said, "You know what? What did you exactly say that night, friend?"
You're a good storyteller. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm giving you
Um,
the exact thing what happened that night.
I basically said, look, I'm probably going to be adding some words to the story. I basically said, look, it's a long night. I don't really want to. I didn't
and,
really want to leave here
and the
without trying
night
to
tonight,
get your
yeah,
number,
I kind of like it.
basically, right? And if there's any way, shape, or form that that's a possibility, please let me know. And that's when she disappeared.
And I said I didn't kind of like expect guys that he gonna ask for my number, so I don't know what to respond. And I told him, just give me a sec, right? You know, and I went to the drive-through and tried to hid myself there because I'm kind of like, should I give my number to him or what? So I was like thinking, but he's just kind of like he's a nice guy, and stuff like that. So I grab the napkin, the brown napkin at McDonald's, and wrote my number there. And I don't know what I think, so I gave it to him in a tissue brown for
Brown tissue
McDonald's. So
paper.
that's it. And then he said goodbye, and I kind of like didn't expect him to text me that night because I'm kind of like thinking he probably didn't understood my handwriting there. But I guess before 12
Sorry.
o'clock, he really did send me a message saying, "Hi, this is Chris." I'm like, okay. So that's the start of our, you
So
know.
when I got that tissue paper, right? I don't know about a lot of this. Dude, I thought you just gave me a piece of garbage, right? Until I looked at the paper and I was just like, oh, this is a number. Like I said, I'm shooting my shot, guys. I mean, ultimately, all the guys know how it works. We could be as cocky as we want to be. At the end of the day, we really want to get that number, but I'm calm and collective when it comes to the scenario. If it worked out, it worked out. If it didn't, but as a gentleman, got home, got our text, said good night. It was nice to meet you, type of thing, and proceeded with more conversations after that. And many years later, here we are.
Yeah, we
Right.
from right there we started from say hi and hello and stuff, and came to like every day we're talking, sending text message and stuff like that. And then I've been in Canada for almost like whatever 4 years, but when he invited me to go to Wild Wings, right? That was my first time in Wild Wing, guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny. I'm like, oh, what is that Wild Wings? I didn't know that one is like a freaking, I didn't know that every Tuesday is a half price and
So Wild Wing guys, how Wild Wings is you got wild chickens running around
yeah,
and you shoot it, right? And you get it for half price. No, I'm just joking. Ultimately, basically, yeah, it's half price wings. Fries. It's a good place to take your partner on a first date.
yeah,
Why
it's a
not?
half price,
It's half price.
Tuesdays, right? I'm like,
Like I tell you guys right now, we see all these memes and all these videos, a little bit off topic, on TV or on internet about having to take your date on a very expensive date for the first day, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, look, if your woman is true to you, right, and you really want to get to know a person, you can take your woman to McDonald's, right? You can take her for the ice cream. Remember, you're going to meet each other. You're interacting with each other, right? This is not you haven't been together for 5 years where it's like we're gonna go on a $500 date, right? It's good to know if a person's really interested in you when they're like, I'm down for whatever, and that's how it's supposed to be.
mm-hmm.
But back on topic, like, um, yeah, that's how we met, and it's funny when we went to Wild Wings. You know, I sat beside her, right? Obviously, you open up the chair. Come on, gentleman stuff, man. Let her sit down. You look beautiful. You smell good. Yeah, okay, that's great. Um, I sat down beside her. Immediately after approximately 5 seconds, I would say, she's like, actually, no, was I sitting in front of you?
Yeah, you said
I
you
sat in
sat in front of
front of
me.
you. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we'll change that story. I sat in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately after 5 seconds of basically sitting in front of her, she felt uncomfortable. She wanted me to sit beside her.
Yeah, guys, I told him like, can you just sit beside me? And it's like, what? I'm just making me so uncomfortable. He's looking at me, and I'm like, yo, no, I don't like that.
Wouldn't
Like,
it be worse if I
just
sit
sit
beside
beside me,
you?
right? It's not like,
Yeah.
just sit beside me. I don't want you like looking at me like, you know,
Yeah. So
right?
basically, like I said, I mean, we had some wings, we had some fries, we got to know each other, you know. Um, we talked about, I really couldn't tell you what we talked about, right?
Well, we talk a lot of things and
In
stuff.
the first date, but
Yeah.
what I can remember was she had to run back home like this was Cinderella, right? She had to run back home, and I was like, where are we running to, right? Um, but the scenario and the situation, I respect it. I mean, said have a good night, and hopefully we can have more conversations in the near future.
Yeah.
That was basically it. Um, Now, when it comes down to the culture between Filipinos and Caribbean people, I personally believe we there's a lot of common when it comes to family values, um, church, right? Family being
Mm-hmm.
important, music, sports. Pfft, I didn't know it was that good, especially with the basketball aspect. Someone's racing. Um, uh, Singing, karaoke is number
Did you
one.
guys do karaoke too?
Oh, we have our karaoke. Trust me,
But I know you guys love to like really play good music and
oh,
dance
love the
like that,
dance.
right?
Black people, come on, man. We
Dancing,
love to have fun.
our
You
reggae
know what I
guys,
mean?
reggae.
Reggae, that's just a part of it. We listen to all types of music. That's one thing you gotta understand with black people, or just in general. We listen to Latin music. We listen to folk music. We listen
Mm-hmm.
to oldies music. From all genres. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we enjoy the rap. Nonsense is really just stereotypical. Right? I don't really always listen to rap and hip hop. I'm more of an R&B person too, which a lot of people do like. Um,
We love reggae too. We love R&B. So basically,
oh
when
yeah,
it comes to
you know what I
like
mean?
music and stuff, we're the same,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So and that's a good thing, right? And it's just we love to have fun, and
So there's no little
yeah,
adjustment when it comes to us.
yeah,
So that's why we click, we click right away, and the
that's it.
connections really,
Hmm.
it's right there, right?
Hmm.
So whatever he wants to do, I like it too,
Yep.
right?
You know,
So
and like I said, like most cultures, we take care of families. We love our mothers and our parents and our
mm-hmm,
nieces and nephews and our brothers and sisters. We're all coming from a background. I'm born here, obviously. I was born in the Philippines,
mm-hmm,
but you know, I'm pretty sure she'll tell you more about that, where her family is, and most of my family's here, but they are all over the place. And ultimately, we're all looking out for each other, right? And
mm-hmm.
we all love each other. We all want everyone to do great, as we progress in this life with not just the terrorists, but just with everything that's happening in the world,
Yes.
right? So um, I always tell people life is what you make it. Mm, don't settle for what people tell you to settle for, right? Because God has a different plan for you, right? And you want to progress and enjoy each day like it's your last, but doesn't mean move stupidly. It means appreciate all the little things, the big things, and nothing,
Yeah.
right? Because those things are important, right? And yeah,
So we're kind of like our actually goal right now is to go to the Philippines with him,
mm.
hopefully, because it's nice to bring her home. I came home to meet my family because
Yeah,
his family is almost here, so I kind of like met all his family, but in my side it's kind of like no, it's just through video calling and everything, right? But
yeah,
our culture, like, it's nice to introduce your partner, whatever, to your family, especially to your mom and dad.
yep,
My dad is already passed away, but good thing he was able to meet him when he's still here.
yep.
And now that I only have my mom, so I kind of like want to introduce him to my mother.
Most important,
Right.
very important. How the boys love the mothers, right?
That's right.
And just love everybody ultimately. And I want to go over there and shoot some hoops, you
And I kind
and
of like I'm
meet the
kind of like
moms.
worried, guys. He's not gonna fit in the Philippine Airlines thing. He's kind of like big guy, so I know he's not gonna be okay with the 18 hours flight or more than, right. So we're
Yeah,
kind of like thinking maybe we can just lay over to other countries, stuff
yep,
like that. So
yep,
at least we're not gonna be, especially him. I'm okay with straight flight with our daughter, whatever. So with him, I'm not pretty sure about it unless
yeah.
we're gonna go for a VIP, um, cabin. But no need to spend a bunch of money for that, right? So
Spending some money for some comfort, boys and girls. Oh man.
it's a lot of money to
And
be
us,
in a comfortable,
no, we'll
right?
make it work. We'll make it work. I
Yeah.
went to Winnipeg in one of those small planes. my foot went across all those three seats. So, anyways, that being said, yeah, I'd love to go to the Philippines. That's very important to me. I was raised on family values, respect. I'm not talking about alpha male stuff, but I'm talking about just
Mm-hmm.
me and a man and just, um, respecting your elders and doing things for the most part right. We are human beings, but we do make mistakes. But the whole point of this is basically me saying is, I believe in structure.
Yeah.
And when
So
you have structure,
right.
you could always move forward in life um, without getting lost, right? But we do get lost at times because we are humans, right? And I'm not trying to preach anything to anybody, but with all the jokes and stuff aside, like, this is life. We live a life, or we have to make life great for ourselves, right? And as humans, we have to interact with each other and honestly start to love each other because what's going on in this world nowadays, um, I'm just gonna say the government's trying to turn each and one of us against each other, right? Right? This nonsense about um, race and all this kind of stuff. Like we're all one people. You bleed, I bleed. You could hate me equally, I could hate you equally, but what's the point of that, right? We make this world, we build this world at the end of the day, and I do believe in us as people. I don't believe in religion because we know religion separates us, right? One love to everybody. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying there?
Oh, I forgot about since five.
That's how I do, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
I
joking.
know.
But no, like, yeah, going to the Philippines would be a great thing. You know what I mean? It'd be, like I said, I've gone to Jamaica. I've been there for a minute. Yeah, the only difference I would basically see is the jeepneys, the tricycles. I like to
Yeah.
experience that, but once you get used to it, it's like show me something different. So, beach is a beach. I want to see the culture. You know what I mean? I want to embrace the family, the people. You know what I mean? Everything else is the same, right? Um, but it's just to get out there, be a blessing, right? And just to meet her family and her 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 Lola, Kuya, Ates.
I don't have any
um,
Lola. You mean my mom?
is that your mom?
Yeah, I'm not
Lola.
gonna call my mom Lola.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could call it.
No,
What do you
Lola means
mean? Oh,
grandmother.
darn. Sorry,
Uh,
I'm still working on this, guys. So what you calling your mom?
Mama.
Oh, that's what you guys. Oh,
Yeah, it's like
my bad,
mom.
guys. Right, but yeah, the culture would be nice to see, and like I said, I mean, vice versa, going to Jamaica, and like I said, my background is Jamaican, Guyanese, so yeah, a little different going to South America, but it's really all the same stuff, right? You know, so that's basically the gist of it for us.
Yeah, so whatever your question, guys, just
Yeah,
leave a comment below, and then we love to read and we love to answer you guys.
yes,
So
yes,
whatever you want to know about us, we love to hear from you guys.
yep.
Right? So
Don't be afraid to contact us and ask questions. We're here to, like I said, learn and enjoy this YouTube trial period. Hopefully, it goes for a long time, making it a full lifetime experience. You get to
yeah,
see your little daughter and
yeah.
have some fun with her. I'm sure you've seen those videos, right? Papa's girl. But yeah, you know, other than that, like, share, and subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
God bless you guys, and
See you
see
in
you
our
soon.
next video, guys. Bye bye.
Blessings. Cheese.